Okay, so you have been told that the reason your teeth are decaying is because you're eating a lot of sugary foods. Oh, the reason your children's teeth are decaying is because they are eating a lot of sugary foods. Is that right? No. Actually, eating sugary foods is not the reason why your teeth are decaying. There are other reasons. In fact, you can eat all your sugary foods and your teeth will never get to decay. I know what you're thinking, that I'm trying to trick you into eating sugary foods and your teeth decay because I'm a dentist. Dentists benefit when people's teeth decay. Well, that's not the case. I am just here to present you facts. I don't want you running around with your children fighting, worrying whether they are eating sweets or not, that their teeth are going to decay because of that. But I'm here today to present you the 10 things you can do to make sure your teeth don't decay or your child's teeth don't decay, even when they are eating sweets. In fact, they should continue eating their sweets, their cakes, their ice cream, their all of those sugary things. But do what these 10 things, and your teeth will never have to decay. But before I get into the details of what you should be doing, if you are watching for the first time and haven't subscribed, please subscribe. The subscription button is right here. It is in red. Please make sure you click on it and the bell will appear. Then you click on the bell also so that you get notified each time we upload a new video. I also want to thank all the people who are sending in lots and lots of encouragement and advice, that you guys are the winners. You are my champions. Okay, let's get right into it. The first thing that you should do if you don't want your teeth to decay is not to give up your sugary foods, but you should go visit your dentist and have what we call a risk assessment. Your dentist will examine all your teeth thoroughly and will come up with what we call the risk level, and they will inform you accordingly. Now, the subsequent advice will follow what that risk assessment tells you. But what I'm presenting here are general principles for everybody, not to specific individuals. Because even you have noticed that in a family, you can have different family members eating averagely the same things, but one member's teeth can decay and another never gets to decay. So have your own personal risk assessment done, and then based on that risk, take precautions. The second point is for the children. If you have children at home, in fact, from the first time a child gets a tooth in the mouth, the first tooth, you need to take the child for assessment. They check the structure of this tooth or these teeth if they have got many. And then, if necessary, the tooth or the teeth will be coated with a fluoride gel. This fluoride gel is going to strengthen the teeth and prevent it from decaying, or prevent them from decaying if the child has already got many teeth. The third point is, when you have a child or you yourself, you can go and have assessment of your molars and all the teeth that have grooves. The assessment of this will establish the depth of the grooves of your teeth, because this depth is important. It traps food and then the decay starts from that point. In our previous videos, we talked about the proper way to brush. So, this brushing, the purpose is to remove the food if you brush the way we say. If you haven't watched those videos, please check them out and make sure you watch and know how to brush, especially those molars. But here we are talking about the sealants. We check out those grooves, and depending on what we find, they can be sealed. We have what we call pits and fissure sealants. Basically, what that means is that we are going to use a material to seal those grooves which tend to trap food. Basically, what the sealant does is to seal those grooves so that the food that is would have otherwise been trapped in the grooves does not get trapped. It makes it very easy to brush the teeth, and so it prevents your teeth from decaying. As I said earlier, it is not the eating of the sugary foods that's going to cause your teeth to decay, but what you do after the eating. So that's why we emphasize on sealing those grooves so that the brushing is easy and the teeth will remain clean. If their teeth are clean, then you don't have to worry about to decay. So apart from that, you can also agree with the children, or you yourself, you can decide what time should I be eating these foods, because the danger is if you are eating sprouts, what we call snacking in between meals, that is the dangerous thing. But the eating per se is not a problem. Now you need to decide well in advance what time do you want to eat these sugary foods. I encourage you, if you are one of those people who have a sweet tooth and you cannot get rid of your sweet foods, sweets and cakes and chocolates and ice cream, any other thing that you know has contains processed sugars that might damage your teeth, I recommend you eat all sugary foods after the main meal. What do I mean? After breakfast, after lunch, after supper. The assumption here is that you are going to brush immediately after eating. So you would have eaten. The eating is not a problem. If they remain in the mouth, that's where the problem is. So please brush immediately and brush the way we advise, and brush thoroughly with a proper toothbrush, with a proper technique after eating your sugary foods, and you will not have a problem with your teeth. Talking about eating, well, most people actually know the foods which damage the teeth. But how many people talk about the foods which actually help the teeth to stay healthy? Maybe next time we will talk about that. But for now, we want to pick out just one. Fruits. Even people who eat cakes, if they eat fruits, maybe a fruit. If I ate a sweet right now, or cake, and I ate fruits after, immediately, say a pineapple or an apple, or even if it's not a fruit, if I ate something like sugar cane, you can be sure that the fiber in what I am chewing afterwards is going to clean out the food which would have otherwise got stuck in the grooves of my teeth. But if you had already sealed it, as I said previously, then you don't need to worry about that. But still, it is very useful for you or your children to chew those fruits. Apart from the other health benefits, they also actually have dental benefits. They clean out the sugary food which you could have got stuck on the teeth. Then you will avoid tooth decay without necessarily giving up your sugary foods. Number 6, make good use of sugar-free gum. Sugar-free gum is any gum which has sweeteners other than sugar. So what this does is that the gum also helps to clean out that sticky food that could have remained on your teeth. But secondly, it helps to stimulate salivary flow. Saliva is very important in that it washes out the food from the mouth, which would have otherwise got stuck in the teeth. In fact, most times the teeth decay at night. And the reason they decay at night is that salivary flow is reduced. It's almost not present at night. That's why you wake up when you feel like the mouth is stuck, like it's dry, the throat is dry, and things like that. So when that saliva does not flow, the food gets a chance to stick on the teeth and then causes the teeth to decay. Maybe we shall create another video in future to explain exactly what happens in the process of tooth decay. You should be knowing step by step how it happens, and I will explain that in plain, simple English. Don't worry that I'm going to use dental terms. No. The purpose of these videos is to share knowledge with people who are not dentists. So I will explain it so that you know. But for now, you should know that once you chew that sugar-free gum, it stimulates salivary flow, and that saliva is going to wash out all those food particles, and you swallow. And then reduces your risk of the teeth decaying. Number 7 is simple, simple, simple. And the answer is water. Yes, simple as that sounds. If a child takes ice cream and they gargle, they have washed out the sugar. If they eat a cake and they rinse, gargle and rinse, they washed out the sugar. In fact, even if you are not able to brush during lunchtime, I recommend you just get water, you spit, and you would have washed away the food. And that also reduces the chances of your teeth decaying. But most importantly, drink the water. Once you drink that water, it is going to ensure adequate rehydration in the body. When you are well rehydrated, it means also your saliva is in sufficient supply, and it is going to wash out the food particles. We want to make sure that this food does not stay in the mouth. That's the only problem. If the food is not staying in the mouth, your teeth will not decay. Well, there are some people who say that they have medicine, they can gargle and kill all the bacteria in the mouth. First of all, you have 1,billion bacteria in the mouth. I don't know whether you can actually kill all of them. But even if you succeeded in killing all of them, then you'll be having serious consequences, because the bacteria is useful bacteria. In fact, its purpose is to keep the mouth healthy. Without that bacteria, you will get serious fungal infections in the mouth, and you will require different treatment. So please don't think about doing that kill the bacteria. Let the bacteria stay, but get rid of the food. Once you get rid of the food, then your teeth are less likely to decay. So drink the water, use it for rinsing, rinse it for gargling, and you would have reduced the chances of your teeth decaying. Number 8, still talking on water. Please drink fluoridated water. I know these days people buy boxes of water, mineral water is what they take. But did you know that mineral water does not contain sufficient fluoride? You're missing out. Please drink water which is not bottled water. Even tap water is good. Boil the water. Because as far as I know, national water is fluoridated. They add in fluoride, and this fluoride is very, very useful for your teeth. I'm not saying that don't take mineral water completely, because when you need to take it, you take it. But what I say, don't depend on mineral water. Take borehole water, take tap water. It is fluoridated, and the fluoride is going to strengthen your teeth and keep them free from decay. Number 9, and the second last point, is this: brush, brush, brush. I'm not talking about the details of brushing, because we have already covered that in the previous videos. Please, if you have not watched those videos, you are missing a lot. Go get those videos, watch them, share them with your family, share them with your friends, and let people avoid tooth decay. And you will save a lot of money, which you would have otherwise used in dental treatment. Watch those videos. So brush. If you love cakes, if you love sweets, if you have chocolates, love ice cream, if your children love sweets, don't fight with them. Teach the children how to brush. And even if they are young, don't fight with them. Teach the children how to brush. And you would have saved yourself the headache of fighting and worrying about children eating this and that. Teach them how to brush. Once the children fall in love with the brushing, then your problem is solved. Their teeth will not decay. You yourself brush the correct way, brush use the correct pattern. And then your teeth will not decay. Even when you are eating your cakes, let me say generally, sugary foods. The final point is this: go and have regular dental checkup. Ensure you get your regular dental checkups. Actually, dental checkup should be done every 4 months, but even if you did it every 6 months, you would still be on the safer side. When you have your 6 monthly checkups, you will have the earliest sign of tooth decay detected in your teeth. And once it is detected, there are other things that you can be advised to do other than refilling the teeth, and you prevent the holes from going deeper. So when you do this, you should be able to enjoy all your cakes, all your sugary foods without having your teeth decay. Just to go over it, the 10 things are: know your risk level, that's by going to the dentist and having your checkup done. If it's a child, take them and they'll be assessed. If they need, if there is need, the teeth can be coated with the fluoride gel to protect them from decay. Number 3, if you have deep grooves on your molars or on any of your teeth, have them sealed with a sealant. Number 4, you should decide on what time you want to eat your sugary foods, preferably after the main meal, so that you brush immediately after. Number 5, encourage yourself and your children to enjoy the fruits. Let them enjoy fruits, because these fruits will keep them and their teeth healthy. Number 6, make good use of sugar-free gum. Chew the gum and stomach saliva, clean your teeth. Number 7, water. Drink plenty of water. In addition to that, use the water for gargling. Gargle each time you eat something sweet, ice cream, cake and soda. By the way, you should avoid soda. But if you can't, the time you take the soda, drink water. Any other sugary foods or drink. Next, still on water, please ensure to drink fluoridated water. Don't deprive yourself of useful minerals in the name of class, that if I drink this tap water, they're going to think I'm low class. Yeah, they better think you're low class, but when your teeth are healthy. Other than thinking you're high class and every day you're at the dentist place refilling teeth. Number 9, brush, brush, brush. Of course, we also add floss and mouthwashes, but all that come under brush. Please brush, 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 brush. Brush after every meal. But most importantly, brush after breakfast, brush after lunch, and never forget to brush after eating your sugary foods. And finally, checkups. Do your checkups. A checkup is cheaper than treatment. This is common knowledge everywhere. Prevention is better than cure. You can only prevent what you know. If you don't know, then you can't. Checkup will save you a lot of money. Attend regular checkups. When you do all this, then you have nothing to worry about, even if you are eating your cakes and sweets and whatever else you want to eat, your teeth will be safe. I hope that today you have learned something, and that you're going to stop the fights with the children, and that you're not going to feel bad. You want to eat some cake and then you don't know your teeth will decay. Now you know exactly what you should do. If you have liked this video, please give it a thumbs up to show that you have liked it, because that gives us morale, give you more videos. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. The subscription button is right in this corner. And when that bell shows up, please click on the bell so that you get notified each time we upload a new video. We want to bring you all this information so that you make informed decisions. not just depending on rumors and hearsay. Thank you for watching, and please keep watching. Another video will be coming. Hope you don't miss it. See you next time.